Good morning. My name is Dr. Hamraoui. I am the Interim Director for Montgomery College's new East County Education Center. It is my honor to welcome you to our ribbon-cutting celebration. We are grateful to see so many elected and appointed officials, community leaders, partners, and of course, our students, faculty, staff, and administrators. Now, allow me to share a few logistical details. This morning, we will hear from several speakers, and then we'll have the ceremonial ribbon cutting. After the ribbon cutting, the press and our TV crews will interview attendees. And you are welcome to tour the center. My colleagues will be happy to guide you through the building and answer any question that you may have. So let's begin with our program. I am now pleased to introduce Dr. Michael Brintnow, Chair of Montgomery College Board of Trustees.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm joined today by members of the Board of Trustees, and let me briefly introduce them as we go forward. Dr. Frida Lacey, First Vice Chair. Ms. Gloria Aparicio Blackwell, Second Vice Chair. Dr. Cheryl Brissett Chapman. Mr. Omar Lasso. Mr. Rishi Nixon. And Dr. Judith Daka. Together, we welcome you to this important day to mark a significant milestone in Montgomery College's history, and we want to say thank you to all who made it happen. So thank you to Dr. Williams and the faculty and staff for making this important place and opportunity a reality. Thank you to the many decision makers, partners, community leaders, and certainly to dedicated elected officials who've long championed MC in East County. You know, the Board of Trustees draws its membership from across the community. MC board members come from varied backgrounds. We come from different generations. You can tell mine come from various parts of the county, including from East County. But we are joined together by a common commitment to the success of East County Education Center and to its broader goals to lift up and build community, to lift up opportunity and open doors for post-secondary education, and to lift up East County talent in the workforce. To channel our MC mission statement, our faculty and staff are ready to help our new students to find their passions, to unlock their potential, and to change East County. To change Montgomery County, to change the world. So again, welcome to this new center on this auspicious day, and we're grateful for your efforts to make MC in East County a reality. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dr. Brintnow. It is now my honor to welcome the president of Montgomery College, Dr. Germaine F. Williams, to give remarks.
Wow. Well, good morning, everybody. Wow, what an absolute beautiful day. It's terrific to see so many committed partners gathering to celebrate this culmination of our shared vision. Years of planning, investment, and collaboration have produced this fantastic place right behind us and all around us. And together, we've created a new pathway, right? A pathway to educational opportunity for the students we serve and the residents we seek to serve. A pathway to economic independence for community members. A pathway to strengthening local businesses. And a pathway to community impact. And when we think about community impact, we're talking about equitable opportunities to access education and training that prepares students to earn family-sustaining wages. Economic growth via sustainable, agile workforce that fuels current and future businesses. People investing time and energy into the public good, right? Which seeks to have us create the social transformation that we all desire. East County residents can now prepare for that in this building's all-purpose classrooms, flex spaces, libraries, and nursing labs. And I know our healthcare partners, including Adventist Healthcare, Holy Cross Health, Kaiser Permanente, are especially excited about the nursing labs. And for those of us who rely on IT, and I'm pretty sure that's all of us, you'll be happy to know that we've already have full enrollment in our IT short-term training programs through TechMap, which is fantastic, right? I said we're already fully enrolled in our TechMap program, yes. Classes inside this 55,000 square foot building are also filling in clinical medical assistance, math, writing, citizenship, and wiring and electricity, that last one being taught in Spanish. Yes. One of the college's transformational aspirations is post-completion success, that our students will transform their lives by securing jobs with family-sustaining wages. To help with that transition, WorkSource Montgomery will join us here, right here inside, and to help residents in the East County connect to meaningful employment. I believe that Anthony Featherstone is here with us. You all know him. He's the executive director of WorkSource Montgomery. I want to thank him for not only his partnership, but for his leadership. Thank you, sir. And as I close, I want to end by thanking some other folks as well. Our state representatives are so very committed to serving the community and have actively supported and resourced this new phase of Montgomery College. Here with us today, I want to acknowledge Delegate Janelle K. Wilkins, I believe. Delegate Wilkins. Delegate Bernice Mireku-North. And if Delegate Pam Queen is not with us, I think she's on her way. When she is here, we will embrace her as well. Also from the state, we appreciate Dr. Sanjay Rai, Acting Secretary of the Maryland Higher Education Commission. We all know him well, Dr. Rai, for his work in advancing the role of higher education across Maryland, and for decades before that, right here at Montgomery College. Thank you, Dr. Rai, thank you. As I shared, today's ceremony embodies a shared vision. This has been generously supported by the Montgomery County Executive and the County Council, who are deeply, deeply invested in empowering, yes, please, who I spend a decent amount of time with, and I can share, who are deeply invested in empowering our workforce, ensuring diversity and opportunity, and nurturing an ecosystem in which business and education work hand in hand. I want to thank the county executive, Mark Elrich, as he has been a champion of this effort to bring MC to the East County. Substantial credit also goes to the County Council, which has supported our efforts, and several members are here today. I'm going to start off with our County Council President, Mr. Andrew Friedson is here with us. Councilmember Gabe Albernaz is here with us. I believe Councilmember Natalie Fani-Gonzalez is here or is going to join us. Councilmember Evan Glass, I saw him earlier. Councilmember Glass. Councilmember Will Juando, Chair of the Education and Culture Committee. Councilmember Kristen Mink. And I believe Councilmember Lori Ann Sales is going to be with us if she is not with us here. So thank you to our council members, all of them, and those who are present today. And as I close really quickly, I will share the unique services and education and training programs that the ECEC brings strengthen MC's ability to empower even more residents to discover their passions, and you heard this from our chair, and unlock their potential to transform lives, enrich the community, and change the world. That is our mission. If you hear it often, it's because it's our mission. Transform lives, enrich the community, and change the world. We look forward to working with all of you here today and those who could not attend, because while this is a great leap forward, we have more to accomplish. You hear that, Drew? You're not done, all right? I know. I know you think this is a dream, but we're not done. We have more to accomplish. We are planning our 4th Montgomery College campus in the East County. And we look forward to everyone here and those who could not join us continuing to be with us and support us every single step of the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let's clap again for the 4th campus. Yes. Woo. Thank you, Dr. Williams. Before our next speaker, let me also recognize some additional honored guests. Rose Stas, representing Delegate Lorik Chardigan. Joseph Ayong, representing Congressman Jamie Raskin. And Kevin Mack, representing Senator Ben Cardin. We will now hear from several elected officials. Our first speaker is our County Executive, Mark Elrich.
So I guess this is, if they build it, they will come. I'm really excited about this. When I was running for election in 2018, I had been on the council and I had thought we should do something on the East County. And I heard there had been talks that had never gone anywhere. And when I got elected, I was determined we were not going to not go anywhere. There is a need out there. There is a reason to locate this campus here. And the fact you already filled up your classes already is evidence that that need is real. The ability, one of my thoughts was all these other places, kids can go from nearby high schools and go to the community college, and it's not a terrible thing or a distant thing to do. Not so much on the East County. So it's important. I want the high schools around here to be able to link into this school and take advantage of things the way kids are able to take advantage of the other campuses of Montgomery College. It's really important. And we're doing a lot of things on the East County. In case you haven't noticed, that apartment building up there, we haven't seen construction like this in a very long time. Burtonsville Shopping Center, getting completely redone with the long sought after grocery store, the Gateway at New Hampshire Avenue, buildings being built, and the town center project with the grocery store, whoever occupies it, it's still Amazon. But that's actually happening. So big things are happening in the East County, and it's really important that we do this work. And BRT will eventually become BRT. Eventually, it's going to get a dedicated lane and not run in mixed traffic, which was never intended to do. So it's the flash right now, but it needs to be a real rapid transit system. There's no reason for people to be stuck in traffic from below Sears or below the New Hampshire Avenue exit all the way into Silver Springs. So we've got more work to do. But this is really exciting. It starts with, I guess in 2019, we have a conversation. In the fall, we wind up with the college submitting an exploratory report to me in February of 2020. In June of 2020, the county funds the comprehensive study to determine the feasibility. And in 2021, the final feasibility study is developed. And here we are in 2024, and we're in buildings, and students are here, and faculty's here, and all these things are happening the way they should be. And to your point about we're building a campus here, and the exciting thing to me is that at this point we're working with Viva White Oak. And this would be the first purpose-built campus in a purpose-built development. The ability to shape a development around the campus is going to be something we've never had the ability to do before. And that has a lot of exciting possibilities. He hopes to bring a lot of companies there. That means hopefully apprenticeship opportunities and job opportunities as well. So there's a lot of things happening, and I'm very comfortable with where we sit right now, and I believe this is going to be a big difference for the county. We know that in the census between 15 and 2020, East County grew by 3%, added more than 5,000 residents. Between 2020 and 2030, they're expected to increase the population by 4%, another 7,500 residents. And the East County is a region with 73% of the residents identifying as people of color. It is great to build an institution like this in the middle of a community that is majority people of color. Some communities have evolved that way. This is being built in a community that exists this way. And I'm really proud of this. I'm really grateful to the leadership from Dr. Pollard and now the leadership from you in getting this done. So we're going to have equitable access to education and career opportunities, something we've talked about on the east side of the county. You called out Anthony Featherstone. I always have to call Anthony out because he has changed the nature of WorkSource Montgomery in Montgomery County from an organization that was not serving to the community to an organization that does serve the community. And I am really proud of the work that he's done over here. I'm excited about the workforce development training you're doing. We know the hospitals are hungry for nurses. The county needs nurses. Can we produce some social workers? We have a really serious need for that. And if you want to get anybody into the criminal justice system, we've got places for them too. And I think that's part of the planning that people are doing is the work toward what's the workforce we have to produce. And there was just a meeting at USG the other day talking about, how do we start aligning our schools with the work source we need to produce in Montgomery County. So I'm looking forward to that. This is, we've included more than $60 million in my recommended FY 25-30 capital improvement so they can begin planning the full service campus, and the council's tentatively approved those funds. And you're not just getting a community college, you are getting probably the best one in the country. I think most I think most people recognize that this is a system unlike almost anything else. And the diversity of things that you're able to teach people, the breadth of the programming and the breadth of your student body is really remarkable. And you've done right by the county. I'm really proud of this. I mean, I grew up in Montgomery County. Montgomery College was not the place to go. When I graduated high school in 1967, this was, oh my God, do I have to go there because I can't go anywhere else? And it's no longer that. It's like, this is the place to go, and you can get what you need here, and you can get the degrees or certificates you need. You can get the preparation from going on to the full college at the University of Maryland. So it's become really everything I think people dreamed it would be at some point. And we've had leadership. You're part of that that's had the vision and the energy to turn this into what we all believe in. So I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody here. It's great to see so many people from the college and from the community, because I think everybody knows how important this is, whether it's an opportunity for you as faculty or if it's you're a community member and you just want to be reassured that you're going to start seeing things on the East County that other people have seen for a long time. You are going to see them, and they're going to be right here. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. County Executive. Our next speaker is the President of the Montgomery County Council, Mr. Andrew Fridson.
Good morning. And it is a good morning. It is a bright day for Montgomery County. It is a bright day for East County. It is a bright and promising day for the future of Montgomery College and the future of each and every one of our young people in Montgomery County. So let's hear it for everybody who made today possible. I'm Andrew Fridson. I'm privileged and honored to serve as the council president this year. And I'm privileged and honored to serve alongside some great colleagues who are here. You'll hear from the chair of the Education and Culture Committee, Will Jawando, the district council member and member of that committee, Kristen Mink, in a moment. Gabe Bernice, who also serves on that committee, is here, and council member Evan Glass are all here. We're all here on behalf of all of our colleagues because we understand just how important this campus is, just how important this day is, and how we're going to look back 78 years from now. I think we have a 78-year college, 78 years from now, and recognize that this was a moment in time. When there is a timeline where we look at the history of the county and we look at the history of Montgomery College, there's going to be a line on that timeline for this moment, today, and how we made this significant down payment on the future of Montgomery College and the future of East County to ensure that every single person in our community has access to high quality education. And I will just say, I will challenge anybody to challenge the county executive. The only thing that I will say is I will take the probably out of that statement and say that Montgomery College is the finest community college of any community and any college anywhere in America. And that isn't by accident. That isn't by chance, it's by choice. It's by the commitment that's been made by an incredible faculty, commitment that's been made by many people who predate all of us, who dedicated themselves and dedicated our county to ensure that we had the finest community college anywhere in the country. So let's hear it for them as well. This facility is about education, it's about equity, it's about economic empowerment, and it's not just about economic empowerment for the individuals who will benefit from being here. It's about economic empowerment for the entire community here in East County and for all of Montgomery County to realize our full potential. Unless and until each person in our community is able to reach their full potential, unless and until every part of our community is able to reach its full potential, we cannot, as a county, reach our full potential. That's why no matter where you live, no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing, today matters. This investment in East County matters. Supporting Montgomery College matters because it's about all of us supporting and uplifting all of us to make sure that we can be the best version of ourselves. So I'm really proud to be here, to be able to support this incredible honor. Councilmember Mink will be presenting a proclamation in a few moments on behalf of all of us, which we're really excited about, really proud to have joined together with colleagues to support and invest in this. I'm really excited that this is not just a county asset. This is a community asset with state support, significant state support that we'll hear about in a moment, with private sector support that we've been talking about, with the workforce connection and the workforce development. This is a workforce development engine, not just for Montgomery County, but for our entire community. And so to have the lab space, to have WorkSource here on site, to have the access for our communities, we're not just building it so they will come. We know that they are here already. And we are providing the resources and the site and the world-class educational opportunities. And the one thing that is so important about Montgomery College is that it's not just about providing education for the sake and the thirst for knowledge. That is in and of itself important. But Montgomery College is unique in its applied education. What Montgomery College is providing is career and job readiness. The lab skills that are being learned in Montgomery College today, the technical skills that are being learned in Montgomery College today, those can be applied to jobs the next day, tomorrow. And for our economy, that matters. For our workforce, that matters. And for the people who are walking through these doors every day, that matters because it will help them to be able to transform their lives. It will help them to be able to enrich our community and will help them to change the world. Thank you so much for your support of this incredible day, and thank you to Montgomery College.
Thank you, Council President Kristen. Our next speaker is Council Member Will Joando, Chair of the County Council's Education and Cultural Committee.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have not only taken a big step and put a big milestone on that timeline that Council President Friesen was talking about, we've also learned just from the groundbreaking to now. Those of you who were here for the groundbreaking, we didn't have a tent. And it was very hot and the sun was down on us all day. And so it shows the continuous learning and development at Montgomery College because we do have a tent today, especially for all us long-winded speakers. So all jokes aside, Dr. Britnall, Dr. Williams, to county executive, to my colleagues on the council, to the faculty and staff, the board members, our state delegation, to the community members like Pete and Dan, and I'm gonna get in trouble, and Jeru and Fatmata and Daniel, and our board president of the Board of Education who works here at Montgomery College, Carla Silvestri, who I see. Everyone who advocated for this for many, many years, for the development, for the investment in East County, I say thank you. Give yourselves all a round of applause. I've lived in this side of the county for pretty much all of my life and still do. And I'll tell you, I regularly speak with my neighbors and community members and would-be students who are trying to juggle work, family, responsibilities, and are skeptical, frankly, that they can fit in higher education into that plan. Montgomery College says to those students, and has already said to these students, you absolutely can. And not only can you, we need you to. We need you to for our community. We need you to for Adventist, who is probably one of the most excited people here about the nursing program. There you go. Our community needs you. And not only do we need you, we're gonna help you. We're gonna keep tuition down 3 out of 4 years. We're gonna subsidize it at the state level with the Promise program that obviously we need to work out some kinks, but we're gonna get it better. Not anymore, it's fixed. All right, so Sanjay's fixed it. We're gonna invest in you, not just now, but in the future. As the county executive mentioned, we have approved, it's preliminary, but we're gonna approve it. We have a quorum here. We're gonna make sure the East County full campus stays in the CIP so that you can plan and develop that campus. This is a significant step. And I just am filled with pride for our community, for what this is gonna mean for the nexus of education, of employment, of housing, of connectivity, of investing in the future of our students in this part of the county. It's almost immeasurable, the down payment we're making today. And I often say, and I'm glad it's catching on and everyone's saying it, this is the best community college in the country. And I don't just say that from aspirationally, it's because my job used to be to go around and visit all the best community colleges in the country in the Obama White House, and this is the top of the list. And thanks to great leaders like Darian Pollard, who I want to give a shout out today for her role in getting us here. Dr. Williams, the board, so many before that. Gabe's parents who went here back in the day. All the people who invested in Montgomery College. How many people have taken a class at Montgomery College? Myself included. It's not just continuing education. It's enriching our community. It's learning a new language. It's getting a skill to get a job tomorrow. It's connecting and starting a business. That's what Montgomery College means to our community. And we're going to continue to invest. So this 55,000 square feet is the start. It's a big start, but we're going to keep going because we know as strong as Montgomery College is, that is as strong as our county is. So God bless you and thank you.
I second Mr. Joando. I remember starting here 9 years ago, and I was just talking with Mr. Jerubande, how much we used to talk, how important it is to have a center here. And now this dream has come true, and I know that we will have a campus years to come. So many people advocated for that, so I second you, sir. Thank you again, Mr. Council Member Joando. Council Member Kristen Mink, who represents District 5 in this wonderful community, will now give remarks.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kristen Mink. I am your County Council Member for District 5, this East County District. And I am thrilled to be here in Montgomery County's era of East County. We are, yes, And I'm a former Montgomery College student myself, so I got to raise my hand moments ago when Councilmember Will Jawando pointed out how many of us here have benefited from the excellent opportunities that Montgomery College has provided for this community and for our partners over many years. I grew up in this area, and I took classes at I think every single one of Montgomery College's campuses as I was working to make scheduling possible, to be able to accrue the credits that I needed to get. And I was also teaching preschool at the time, and I was working at Starbucks. And as I'm sure many of you know, trying to make scheduling work when you need to earn money, you need to get to your job on time, but you're trying to take yourself down a career trajectory that requires getting degree credits. It's a very difficult thing. And so not having this education center here, not having the East County campus that we are working to bring to a reality, that did shape the life that I was leading for many years, because trying to make that scheduling possible, really limits what you're able to do during that time. And I know that this is an experience that many of you here have had. And I know that this is an experience that our East County residents are having right now. And so the opening of this East County Education Center, it is many, many things. This is obviously incredibly exciting for our private and our business partners. This is a necessity for bringing businesses here and for growing the businesses we have here. But this is also fundamentally, and in my heart, it really resonates as this is about equity of access for our East County residents. And I am, as the District 5 representative, as the East County representative, I came onto this council prepared to work with and uplift the fight and the drive that residents, community members here, the board, that so many have been working on for so many years. And what I found was, we don't need to fight. We're working in partnership. This is the East County era, because my colleagues on the council, our county executive, Mark Elrich, our partners at the state level, everybody wants this to happen. We have the pieces in place. Montgomery College is just eminently competent. I mean, I will tell you, going through the budget process, we are all so stoked when Montgomery College is before us, because they just lay out all the ways in which what they are doing is working for everyone. They are such a good place for county investment, for private investment, for the investment of students trying to get our degrees, for which they keep the costs as low as possible. They are just absolutely someone that we can rely on to be fantastic stewards of every penny that comes under them. And so all of those pieces are coming together. It is a privilege to be a part of it. So I thank you all so deeply for all of the work that has happened over so many years to get here today. It's an honor to be part of the team that is helping it come to fruition in this moment. And as we move forward, I'm excited to make that East County College campus a reality. I am confident that that is going to happen, because the pieces are in place. So I'm going to read out. We have a proclamation here on behalf of the County Council that I will read out, and then I'm going to invite my colleagues from the County Council to come up and join us, along with Dr. Williams and our Board of Trustees, so we can take a photo together. Whereas the Board of Trustees, administration, and staff of Montgomery College, in partnership with community members and elected officials, identified the need and desire for the college to better serve the residents of the eastern region of Montgomery County. And whereas the Montgomery College East County Education Center will bring the college's unique services and academic programs to the residents of East County to expand access in this region and to serve as an anchor institution in the community. And whereas the East County Education Center opened its doors on April 1st, 2024, and by summer 2024, we'll begin offering a wide array of credit and non-credit courses, in addition to enrollment, counseling, and workforce development services. And whereas the East County Education Center will serve as a pipeline for East County residents into careers in nursing, cybersecurity, early childhood education, hospitality management, and criminal justice, amongst other in-demand fields of study. And whereas, I'm almost done and I'm not mad this is taking so long. the East County Education Center will allow Montgomery College to expand, access, and put down roots in the eastern region of the county while plans move forward for the development of a full East County campus of Montgomery College in the coming years. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the county executive and entire county council of Montgomery County, Maryland hereby celebrate the Board of Trustees, administration, and staff of Montgomery College for their commitment to serving the residents of East County and to expanding access to the world-class educational opportunities available at Montgomery College, presented on this 20th day of April in the year 2024.
Thank you, Council Member Mink. I would now like to invite to the podium the representatives of District 20, Delegate Janelle Wilkins.
Good morning, East County. Good morning. How are we feeling? Are we excited? Yes. I'm feeling the energy. I am Delegate Janelle Wilkins. I'm proud to represent this district, Maryland's Legislative District 20, which includes White Oak. And I want to recognize my colleagues who are not able to be here today, who also represent District 20, Senator Will Smith, Delegate Lori Charkutian, and also Delegate David Moon. I really want to make sure I lift up and recognize the important partnerships and collaboration and advocacy that took us to this moment that we are in. Jeru Bande, who is our fearless leader here in East County, our other community leaders who are here, the partnership of the state and the resources that the state was able to provide, along with the county council leadership of Montgomery College. It took such great collaboration for us to get to this moment. I am so happy to live here in White Oak. And recently I received my mailer advertising this education center. That's right. And encouraging me to enroll in the amazing classes and experiences here. And that made me just so proud and excited. But I also want to lift up that this moment that we're in, this moment that we're celebrating, is part of a larger opportunity and a larger echo chamber of what's happening here in our community and also in the state and here nationally in our country. First of all, as a state legislator, our role and responsibility is not only the resources that we help to provide and to support projects like this, but it's also that we work to ensure that we are sending well-prepared students and students who have excellence and are completely ready to excel here at Montgomery College. That is our commitment, and that's the work that we are also doing in the legislature. And that partnership is so critical. When I talk to higher education institutions, especially as the vice chair of the Ways and Means Committee that deals with all K through 12 policy in the state, what they say to us, what they need is well-prepared students who are ready to learn and who are able to excel at their institutions. That's also our commitment at the state level. And I also want to recognize that we're at a time in our nation when higher education is under attack, especially when it comes to access for diverse students and underserved students. And at a time when that is happening nationally, Montgomery College and Montgomery County, the state of Maryland, is putting down a marker and saying that we are opening up this campus to increase opportunity, to make sure, that's right, that our higher education is accessible to all students, especially those who have been historically underserved. And so I am so proud of that. And finally, our wonderful 63rd governor of the state of Maryland, he always says that this is Maryland's decade. And I think that this moment that we're in also shows that this is our community, our East County community's decade as well. The investments that we are making here in East County, I'm proud that the District 20 delegation brought back over $8 million this session for White Oak alone, for investments in our community. This is the decade for White Oak. White Oak is climbing. White Oak is here. East County is here. And this is our time. So once again, I want to thank everyone who helped make this moment happen. And that this education center is about the future of our state. Cybersecurity and IT and small business. These are the leaders who will be ensuring that our state is able to thrive and that our economy thrives. So on behalf of the entire Maryland General Assembly, I would like to present this citation from the District 20 delegation. It reads, the Maryland General Assembly official citation. Be it hereby known to all that sincerest congratulations are offered to Montgomery College's East County Education Center in recognition of your outstanding dedication to fostering educational access, workforce development, and economic mobility in Montgomery County's Eastern region. Presented on this 20th day of April 2024 by Senator Will C. Smith Jr., Delegate Lori Charkoudian, Delegate David Moon, and myself, Delegate Janelle Wilkins of Montgomery County Legislative District 20. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate Wilkins. I would now like to invite to the podium the representatives of District 14, Delegate Bernice Mireku-North and Delegate Pam Quinn.
Good morning, everyone. Being a member of General Assembly, it's really hard to follow the chair of the Legislative Black Caucus, Janelle Wilkins, so I always have to take a deep breath before I get started. But I'm Bernice Mireku-North. I serve as Delegate District 14, along with Delegate Pam Queen, Delegate Ann Kaiser, and Senator Craig Zucker, who all send their regards, and we are all collectively so excited to see the expansion of Montgomery College's impact on East County. Now, this is truly, just by the audience right here, truly a diverse, collaborative effort coming to life. I know in District 14 in 2022 and 2023, we were able to secure $2 million as part of the efforts to make this come to life. And we're just so appreciative of Montgomery College's vision. In fact, in preparing for my marks today, I actually read President Williams' speech about development East County. I was looking through all the things that we were gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And I'm thinking about today, I said, wow, this really all came to life. And it's just beautiful that it's beyond words. It takes effort, it takes state, county, local stakeholders just to make sure that we make sure that East County gets its fair share of proper education. Now, when I was thinking about my remarks today, I thought about my own personal experience and my family's generational experience when it comes to education. When I was a toddler, my mom was new to this country from Ghana. Germaine, my dad, was a midwife in Ghana and needed to find a way to make money, clearly, because she had a baby at the time. So she actually went back to school to become a nurse. There was no education center in East County, but I think about families, more similar situations like my family was at that time, benefiting from this opportunity of the education center. And it's just very moving to know that all this hard work is going to pay off for future generations. And I think about my own maternal grandmother who didn't learn English until she was raising 6 children because of the societal norms at the time where you didn't allow good women to go to school. But she was able to get the educational experience by having classes at the barracks where my grandfather was a military nurse, and had those opportunities to advance her education as well as just advance her desires for her children to know that education is the cornerstone of opportunity. And so when you have things like this education center, it's not just the fact that we have a building, it's the fact you're helping future generations succeed. So I just want to thank you all for this opportunity to allow me to speak today, and congratulations to Montgomery College. Congratulations to all the stakeholders that put years and years and over a decade of ideas. I appreciate the county executive mentioning there were a lot of talks. I remember these talks back in 2014, 2015, and it takes a long time to make things happen. I'm just so glad to be a part of this experience today. So with that, I'm going to provide you with details of our District 14 proclamation citation. It is hereby known to all that sincerest congratulations are offered to Montgomery College in recognition of the grand opening and ribbon cutting of the East County Education Center. Your commitment to providing equitable access to educational and career opportunities in the East County is greatly appreciated. Presented on the 20th day of April 2024 by Senator Craig Zucker, Delegate Ann Kaiser, myself, Delegate Bernice Mireku-North, and Delegate Pam Queen of Montgomery County Legislative District 14. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all for your remarks and your commitment to Montgomery College and the students that we serve. And now we have 2 very special speakers because they are our students. Clap for them, please. Yes. Our students are the cream of this. Ms. Diane Carrillo and Mr. Anthony Ehler, they are here, so they will do theirs.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I am Dan Carrillo. I am an immigrant daughter from El Salvador, a single mother with 2 children. I am currently a Montgomery College student.
All right.
I am studying criminal justice. After graduating with my MC degree, I plan on transferring to the University of Maryland at Shady Grove. One day, I will be an immigration lawyer serving families like mine in Montgomery County. Montgomery College has transformed my life. My youngest daughter, when she started pre-K in 2022, I knew it was time for me to go back and earn my degree. I wanted to model to my children that how important it is to get your education. I want them to know that it's never too late to pursue your dreams. And it's working. My oldest daughter is asking me about college already, and she's only 9. As a single mother, I'm always concerned with time and money. Montgomery College affordable tuition and flexible scheduling has made it possible for me to continue my college education. Montgomery College has given students like me the opportunity and a sense of belonging. MC has become my community, and MC will do the same for the students who come to East County Education Center. We are excited for at this center, more people will have access to affordable flexibility education that they need right here in their own neighborhood.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Avlar. I'm a Montgomery County resident, a veteran, and a 2-time graduate of Montgomery College. I grew up not far from here in Langley Park as a son of immigrants from El Salvador. After high school, I enlisted in the U.S. Marines. When I completed my service, I wanted to pursue a cybersecurity career. So I turned to Montgomery College for the education I needed. MC offered a high-quality education and a path to transfer to my dream school, the SANS Technology Institute. In December 2023, I graduated from MC with my associate's degree, the first in my family to earn a college degree. Then I set a goal to earn 2 industry credentials, the Network Plus and the Security Plus. But I struggled to prepare for the exams and needed additional support. Once again, I turned to MC. The college offers a low-cost, short-term training program for underrepresented students like me. It's called TechMap. Thanks to the exam prep I received through that program, I earned my credentials. And then MC even turned to me, and they hired me as a TechMap teaching assistant. This fall, I'm going to transfer to the SANS to earn my bachelor's degree. And I have to say, attending MC has transformed my life. I'm excited for my cyber career, and I'm also excited for the center because it'll give more people like me easier access to get their education and skill up to a new career center, new career. Thank you.
Thank you, our students. You are the center of this all. Adventist Healthcare looks to MC to provide highly skilled professionals to care for their patients. To help us with this effort, they provided generous scholarships for our nursing students. Please join me in thanking them. Nicole Riley, Director of Philanthropy and Donor Relations for Adventist White Oak Medical Center, will now provide remarks.
This is a powerhouse here. I love it. We got the energy in the room. Way to go, purple. I'm usually a blue and orange girl representing Adventist. However, purple is the identifying color today. I wanted to thank you all. Welcome. This is such an opportunity and honor. My name is Nicole Riley. I am super excited to be here for White Oak Medical Center's president as well as the executive staff. Dr. Anthony Stahl unfortunately could not make it today, but we are so about the partnership that we have with Montgomery College, so we do appreciate that. As we celebrate the new East County campus, this is an exciting opportunity, and it actually reminded me of my own journey. I actually, as many of you, as we raised hands, I was part of our Montgomery College and in the hallways taking classes for my journey to dream of being a registered nurse. That did get achieved, by the way. That's good. Thank you, MC. So it is a privilege to be here for this special occasion. At Adventist Healthcare, we recognize the importance of nurturing talent and investing the future of healthcare professionals. Through internships and collaborative efforts with Montgomery College, we aim to support students and shape the curriculum to align with industry needs. As we just heard, the support of scholarships, nursing, it's not just nursing, you hear IT, we need it all. And guess what? I'm gonna be biased on White Oak Medical Center because we're right behind here right now. And hopefully, as Viva White Oak continues to grow, we will continue branching out and continue those partnerships. I'm gonna go with Council Member, Executive Council Mark Elrich about you mentioning Field of Dreams. That is one of my favorite movies, and that quote about if you build it, they will come. And indeed, Montgomery College has built a foundation of excellence, paving the way for countless individuals to pursue their dreams. This is an exciting time for the community, and the possibilities are endless. As Dr. Anthony Stahl would say, we are greater together. Together with Montgomery College, as well as community partners, I'm gonna give my little plugs to my shout out to the Greater Silver Spring Chamber of Commerce. I'm a board member there, as well as Friends of White Oak. I'm a board member there. We actively strive to have a better tomorrow for East County, and we are super excited. I wanted to also share, we have a nice acknowledgement certificate. We'll get pictures after so we don't waste anybody's time during the celebration, but the Greater Silver Spring Chamber of Commerce congratulates Montgomery College, and we thank you for the partnership that we have in the community. Let's continue to work hand in hand to create a brighter future for East County. This is a great opportunity, and I'm rocking purple now, so we got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. Our final speaker represents an important community partner, the East County Citizens Advisory Board. Join me in thanking the entire community. Please welcome Board Chair Peter Mayokin to the podium.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you're all feeling good. I am. But anyway, I'd like to thank, what I'm going to do today is, since everybody's said everything they needed to say about this whole development, I'm not going to reiterate those. I'm just going to cut through my speech and just talk about what I think is important. First of all, I'd like to thank our community, any of our community citizens. If you're here, thank you so much, because you're the voice that we listen to. But then, of course, we also want to thank our advisory board, which pushed this. And I know I have several members of my advisory board here, so please stand. Where's Mark? Mark's way back there. All right, and Roberta, where are you? Oh, she left. All right. I'd also like to thank Jeru Bande, our East County Regional Service Director. He guides the board on how they're supposed to conduct business, but also how we sort of develop our policy guidelines and recommendations to the county council that then gets distributed to the county council. And of course, county council, county executive, and anybody who made this work. What I want to do, somebody talked about being past Montgomery College students. I was a Montgomery County student, but my focus, unlike others, was to show my grandchildren and my kids that there is a process where you continue your education. And I already had my undergraduate degree, I had my graduate degree, but I still attended Montgomery College for courses I was interested in, just to show my kids that after work, I would go to school to show them that they still had to continue their education. Education is a lifelong process, and I hope everybody adopts that concept. The bringing of the education center here has been almost a 14-year process. I mean, I've been on the board on and off for about that long. It originally started at the East County Regional Service Center with the two elephants in this room, which is, again, Montgomery College and Workforce Montgomery, and of course, Giroux is the other elephant. But it quickly outgrew that location. And so this is where we are today. Thank you, everybody. The reason we pushed this was because as a community member, hearing from the community members, especially a huge migrant community, everybody's working to support their family and basically support a livelihood to raise their family and their kids, or even themselves. And this institution provides those grounds and basis for people to be able to do that. But we're not finished. As Dr. Williams says, we're not finished. We still have another process to go. And for that to happen, and again, I know Dr. Pollard isn't here, but I thank Dr. Pollard a whole lot because she started the feasibility study that indicated that this was possible. And then that torch was then shifted over to Dr. Williams, so you have a huge opportunity. I flew with Dr. Pollard to China and Korea back in, I think, 2017. And I apologize to you, Dr. Pollard, because I pestered you all along the way about moving Montgomery or establishing a Montgomery County campus. So it was I who did it, no. But anyway, thank you, everybody. And now I'll turn it back to you, Dr. Williams, to close the study.